I'm Leela. Coming up on today's show, NAPLAN results are in, why Macca's has run out of milkshakes, and a surfing seal. But first, hit subscribe, please and thank you. For the first time since 2019, NAPLAN results are in, and it's good news! Despite all the challenges of learning from home, kids around Australia are doing as well as they were before the pandemic began.
It's fair to say that since 2019, school has changed a bit.
It was easier to ask questions when the teacher was right there, rather than trying to figure out how to word questions, like when I'm typing it into Google Classroom.
At school we had face-to-face learnings, but now we're on the computers every day.
This year was the first NAPLAN test since students moved to virtual classrooms. But despite all the challenges that came along with home learning, you guys are doing really well. Something experts didn't predict. The Australian Curriculum Assessment and Reporting Authority say there wasn't much of a difference between the 2019 and 2021 results.
I think the reason kids have done just as well in this NAPLAN as they did in the last, even with all the remote learning, is because there's more of a motivation. People want to try and do well, despite all the setbacks.
While there is still room for improvement when it comes to writing, and the full results don't come out till December, it's pretty good proof that you guys have learned to learn from home.
Take some time away from work and school and worrying about everything else that's going on in the world and do something for yourself.
I'd like to give a shout out to my teacher, Mr. Dimo, for keeping me motivated during lockdown. Thanks, Mr. Dimo.
If you're in the UK and you have a craving for these things, well, I have some unfortunate news. Some big-name fast food chains can't get their hands on some of their biggest selling items. McDonald's has run out of milkshakes, and KFC can't get enough chicken. Why? Well, lack of staff, basically. There just aren't enough truck drivers at the moment to supply everyone, because of Brexit and the COVID-19 pandemic. Debbie Lee has made history by becoming the first woman to be inducted into the Australian Football Hall of Fame. She's one of the greats of the VWFL and now works with the Western Bulldogs as General Manager of Women's Football. Dual Brownlow medal winner Chris Judd has also been inducted, as has Nathan Burke, who played 323 games for the Saints. A little town in Victoria has been in the spotlight recently thanks to a mystery artist. Nat finds out what's going on.
Forget Banksy, there's a mystery artist hiding somewhere in regional Victoria, specifically the little town of Portland. A few months ago, as the tide went out, this Loch Ness monster, made out of old tyres, seemingly turned up out of nowhere. And now a bunch more public art pieces have graced the town.
So we don't know who's doing it, but they do just turn up, and it's just a little mystery.
But there was one lead. This man, Lincoln Roberts, was last year found to be taking concrete pit covers and painting them in his garage. So naturally, all eyes were on him.
I'm not responsible, I deny that. I would love to have been able to, but I'm sorry to say it's not me, I'm sorry. I would tell it you if it was me.
But as it turns out, the people of Portland like a bit of mystery, and nobody really wants to find out who the artist is.
Oh, well, good for you.
Oh, we're loving it, aren't we? I just love the fact that no one knows who it is.
Okay, Portland, keep your secrets.
It's not every day you have an encounter with a wild animal. Well, that's out of the ordinary. Also, these aren't real. Anyways, here's some real wild animal encounters. These motorists in Perth encountered this black swan and cygnet trying to cross a busy freeway. So they gave the pair a helping hand, while everyone else just watched. Luckily, the pair made it across safely. Now over to Argentina. These capybaras have moved into a classy suburb of Buenos Aires. Residents say they've been wandering through streets and gardens. And while it saves a trip to the zoo, people say they're also dangerous to pets and could lead to car accidents. Cheeky capybaras, they're Nat's favourite animal. And finally, check out this surfer being outshone by this seal. The footage was captured in Port Fairy in Victoria by Year 12 student Tom Graham. My mum told me about that seal. And Mum and everybody else, you should subscribe. We'll catch you tomorrow.